I declare this congregation open. Please be seated. I preside over this ceremony as Pro-Chancellor of the University, and I am delighted to have this opportunity to participate in such a wonderful celebration of our students' achievements. I now call upon the Vice Chancellor to give the opening address, please.
Pro-Chancellor, Vice Lord Lieutenant, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, graduands. I'm delighted to welcome you all to the Birmingham City University graduation ceremony, and welcome to Symphony Hall here in the heart of Birmingham. At BCU, we are proud to be the university for our city. And it is on days like this that you can see why we are known as the University for Birmingham. Graduation is always a great pleasure. It's a special day, a day for celebration for graduands, for our university community, and for all of you who are the friends, the families, and the supporters who are here today. Thank you so much for joining us. And graduands, this is your day. But we need to start by acknowledging all of those who have supported you on the journey that has led to you graduating today. And around us are some of the staff who have supported you in your learning and who I know are as proud of your achievement as you are. And of course, all around us are your family, your friends, your supporters, the people who have been there for you when times were tough. So graduands, can we give staff, family, friends, supporters a huge thank you. Today is very much a day when we celebrate your individual success. But it's also the success of the School of Education and Social Work. And there have been so many highlights this year that it's been hard to be selective. So here are just a few. I wanted to mention Tracy Goodyear, winner of the Design and Technology Teacher Education Award. Among many important research projects in the school, I wanted particularly to note major research projects on leadership in further education, and one for UCU on the Higher Education Teaching Excellence Framework. These are projects that are going to shape national policy. And the school continues to make a significant contribution to research in music education, something that's so appropriate in a university like ours that is home to the Royal Birmingham Conservatoire. And in an initiative which I understand was largely led by you, our students, the school is one of the first in the country to support and host a network for trainee teachers and early career professionals on behalf of the Chartered College of Teaching. This is largely due to the work of one of our graduating BA primary ed students, Philip McCarhill. Phil and colleagues in the school are much in demand from other universities so that they can learn from what you have done here at BCU. And with all of that in mind, it's not surprising to find that this is reflected in the growing international profile of the school, with new partnerships and programs in China and Singapore, and with further programs due to start in Vietnam and India. So can I congratulate all of you, our students and our staff, for what you have achieved this year. This has been a year when in Birmingham there is change all around us. At local level we can see that change day to day, the many new buildings, the new projects, HS2, the Commonwealth Games, even the new Centenary Square just outside this building, as well as in less wonderful new things like new traffic jams and new road closures. And of course, this is a time of significant political change as well, not least with the radical changes that are going to impact on our relationship with Europe and the broader world. There are changes to the environment that are the result of human behaviours, and particularly the patterns of consumption driven by wealthy countries such as our own. And on the positive side, there are massive changes that are driven by health sciences and technologies, impacting on every aspect of the lives that all of us lead, but in particular finding their expression in the significant increases in life expectancy. Yes, there is change all round us, but not all change is for the worse. But what change does is it challenges us. It's necessary, but it can be worrying. And we can see change all around us at present, and that means that there is a pervasive sense of uncertainty. And that's why this ceremony today is quite so important, why it's right that we gather formally to recognise your achievement. Let's talk just briefly about what we're wearing. These formal caps and gowns. These aren't our normal wear for any of us. So why do we get dressed up like this for graduations? The answer is simple, because it's recognition at a time of change of a tradition that reaches back 7 centuries, a tradition that recognises that learning is supremely important, that graduates like you are the key to our future. In every society, graduates are important. You live longer, you are more productive, you contribute more to society around you, you're more likely to volunteer, to vote, to lead. You have better health, and above all, graduates, a better place to deal with change. Many of you are going to live long, long lives, and during your lives, the world in which you live will change, not once, but many times. You will have probably not one career, but many careers, and you will often need to master new skills and new knowledge and to learn afresh. And that's where being a graduate is so important. You have skills that equip you to learn. You have the habits of learning. And today we celebrate not just what you have achieved, but also what you will go on to achieve in your future. As you may know, here at Birmingham City University, we celebrated our 175th birthday last year. We were founded in 1843 as the Birmingham Government School of Design, and we were created to help the manufacturers of what was becoming one of the great workshops of the world to compete globally. And while we as an institution have changed often and often during that 175 years, we have stayed true to that founding purpose. We remain focused on learning that makes a difference in the world, in ensuring that our graduates all around the world make a difference in their societies. And that's why, on this day of celebration, my challenge to you is to celebrate your personal achievement, your personal transformation. But see it as part of a broader commitment, a commitment to transforming the world around you. You will all have seen the I Am BCU images around our campus and around our city. That came from you. That came from our students. You told us that being part of BCU meant something. It meant pride, it meant confidence, and above all, it meant belonging. So I Am BCU isn't a slogan, it's a statement. It's a statement about being part of an extraordinary community. You will always be part of our community and part of our outstanding body of alumni. But today is very much your personal day. Today is the day when you celebrate achieving what you set out to do. And I salute you, graduates. I now call upon the Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean of the Faculty of Health Education and Life Sciences, Professor Ian Blair, to commence the presentation of award holders, and on the Pro-Chancellor to receive the students.
Pro-Chancellor. As Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean, I present students from the Faculty of Health, Education and Life Sciences who qualified for the award of degrees, diplomas and certificates. I commence by presenting the candidates for the award of research degree. for the award of Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Happy Accidents, Music Teachers' Perceptions of Curriculum Design at Key Stage 3 in the English Secondary School, I present Dr. Anthony Anderson. For the award of Doctorate of Education for a thesis entitled Examining Key Quality Management Issues in Transnational Higher Education, How Do Global Partnerships Ensure Academic Credibility of Programmes, I present Dr. Poonam Aulak. For the award of Doctorate of Education for a thesis entitled The Working Student on Campus, an investigation into working students' attitudes and motivations towards their employment on campus and the impact upon their learning habits, I present Dr. Luke Millard. I now invite Professor Kevin Mattinson to the lectern to present award holders from the School of Education and Social Work.
Masters in Educational Leadership, Charlotte Pilkington. Neil Sambrook. Master of Arts in Education, Grace Abraham. Sanya Ahmed. Ahmed Gwilid Alenye. Lisa Doricott. Rachel Helland. Anthea McLaughlin-Brown. Ryan Wayne. Master of Arts in Education, International Education, Ina He. Master of Education in Academic Practice in Higher Education, Anne-Marie Dodson. Jodie Perry. Hilary Weston-Jones. Masters in Teaching and Learning, Melissa Barron. Louise Hayward. Ali Raza Naqvi. Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Ravinda Byrne. Yvette Saunders. Katie Jane Allen. Catherine Louise Ashby. Mumtaz Begum. Samantha Bowker. Kieran Chowan. William Coughlin. Hannah Fallows. Hina Faruqi. Rabina Ghulam. Kirsty Hans. Siobhan Hartley. Eleanor Hopkins. Samira Ishfaq. Sarah Jennings. Fariba Karami. Emma Lamput. Jason Lee. Eleanor McEwen. Catherine McGuinness. Elizabeth McKinley. Teresa Mountain. Joanne Trudy Nicholas. Sarah Powell. Jonathan Rhodes Jones. Charlotte Richardson. Adam Sale. Kelly Sedgwick. Sophie Sheldon. Stephanie Stanate. Eleanor Maria Turney. Eleni Vousden. Postgraduate Certificate in Early Years, Kaiser Talib. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Post-Compulsory in Education and Training with specialism in Maths and Numeracy, Jean Lebuna Maciel. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in Primary and Early Years with Qualified Teacher Status, Special Educational Needs Specialism, Sorcha Campbell. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in School Direct Primary and Early Years with Qualified Teacher Status, Amy Garbett. Sophia Mansouri. Postgraduate Certificate in Education Studies in Secondary Science with Chemistry, Dominic Fox. Postgraduate Certificate in Education in School Direct Secondary Science with Physics with Qualified Teacher Status, Rashida Yahania. Postgraduate Certificate in Learning and Teaching in Higher Education, Liam Matthews Dibbins. Ifran Kawaja. Postgraduate Certificate in Learning and Teaching in Higher Education, Health and Social Care Teacher, Lara Alamad. Stephanie Bryan. Christine Kanyal. Kelvin Macmillan. Amy Morton. Lee Potiphar.
Thank you.
Nina Shamaris. Lisa Taylor. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Children and Integrated Professional Care, Ruksa Adila. Hina Akhtar. Ikra Altaf. Nicole Ashton. Shifa Ayaz. Katrina Basra. Hannah Burgess. Gemma Burke. Rebecca Davey. Melanie Green. Faye Hadley. Rebecca Hanratty. Jodie Horton. Maywa Shutani. Ria Jandu. Sundeep Juti. Sukhpreet Kaur, Jadine Laidley, John Lycus, Mildred Rende, Christy Mooney, Molly Naylor, Aisha Paveen, Charlie Quinby, Jackie Rahman, Jalina Ramchalawan, Zara Ramzan, Maria Sattar, Lauren Simpson, Maria Suleiman, Jeanette Van Bielbil, Darcy Webb, Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Early Childhood Studies, Salma Abdul Alhi, Sarina Ahmed, Shireen Akhtar, Sharifa Alam, Naina Ali, Sana Ali, Suba Ali, Zainab Altaf, Aisha Amjad, Roxana Anton, Bisma Anwar, Anoum Arouj, Janaya Aslam, Fazana Begum, Rima Begum, Ruksa Begum, Reina Bibi, Nuratika Binti Hassan Jaya, Siti Suryana Binti Deli, Rebecca Devlin, Shannon Dillon, Lauren Dyson, Sherry Faraday, Madison Hayden, Lucy Hodgson Cock, Halima Hussain, Rumana Ibra, Sarah Kabidai, Ataya Kauza, Shanice Kelly, Nagina Khalid, Saima Khan, Zaina Khan, Bakana Kanoon, Alia Kauza, Kajida Kulkubra, Cassandra Leah, Diana Leone, Kirsty MacDonald, Trinae McCalla, Ahmad Hyde-Rudin, Jessica Moore, Amy Nassim, Sana Nassar, Edie Naido, Abida Rafiq, Adna Rage. Luke Ratcliffe. Maria Siddiq. Elizabeth Sadler. Rueda Sakewe. Fatima Saheen. Tabassum Shahidi. Kieran Shiraz. Halima Sidra. Henna Sultan. Maywish Talib. Aisha Tazadak. Wahida Tuki. Simran Ube. Maisie Wade. Halima Yafai. Amina Zabaya. Xinyu Zhang. And this completes the first presentation of awards to graduates from the School of Education and Social Work.
And this completes the first presentation of awards from graduates from the Faculty of Health Education and Life Sciences. I now invite the Vice-Chancellor to introduce the recipient of the Honorary Award of Doctor of the University.
We are this afternoon delighted to be conferring the award of Doctor of the University upon Councillor Shafiq Shah, and I now call upon the University Orator to give the citation.
Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Lord Lieutenant, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduands. Today we confer the degree of Honorary Doctor of Birmingham City University honoris causa on Shafiq Shah. Ladies and gentlemen, if somebody asked you to name the vital ingredients that make any city great, you might mention transport, like our airport and soon-to-be high-speed rail link. Or you might quote shopping centres like our fabulous Bullring, or cultural venues like this amazing hall, or maybe even football teams like the ones in Manchester. But you feel that for Shafiq Shah, formerly Lord Mayor of Birmingham and Chancellor of our own university, there's something more important than any of those. And today it seems more important than ever because now it seems more precarious than ever. A long career in business and public service that has seen Shafiq Shah promote our city across continents has for him proved beyond doubt that the ultimate test of a great city, like that of the best families, is the warmth of the welcome it extends to strangers. Shafiq Shah grew up in Bawdsley Green, and he went to the Sir Wilfrid Martineau School. From there he came to study at our own university, taking a degree in mechanical and manufacturing engineering, which enabled him to assume incorporated engineer status. He moved into telecommunications, first as a company employee, then moving into senior management, and then using his entrepreneurial know-how to start up his own business. And he's done business in China, in Malaysia, in Canada, the USA, and Dubai, finding in them the huge variety of social and cultural traditions you see here in our own international city of Birmingham. Loyalty to his home city translated naturally into a desire to serve and to represent it. He has done long service as a school governor and has always been involved in community groups. In 2005, he put himself forward as a candidate in the City Council elections and was duly elected to represent Bawdsley Green. Service followed as a shadow cabinet member for housing and then as a full cabinet member for community safety and social inclusion, a key post in the drive to combat crime and minimise social exclusion. In 2014, he was chosen as the new Lord Mayor of Birmingham, an office which in those days was combined with the Chancellorship of this university. Both offices he performed with the grace and the passionate interest in people and projects which have characterised everything he has achieved in his long and distinguished career. Now, members of the political classes nationally, and indeed members of our own city council, are not necessarily at the peak of their popularity right now, but amid the noise, it behoves us all to remember that politicians are elected to make sensible, informed decisions according to what is in the best interests of those they serve. And that, precisely, has been the life's work of Shafiq Shah. But everyone must have a release valve from the pressure of work, and his include horse riding and running, which you feel must in turn be a great release valve from the pressure of another private passion, supporting Birmingham City Football Club. Ladies and gentlemen, it's quite something for us to be able to honour one of our own graduates, a Birmingham boy who has risen like Dick Whittington to become Lord Mayor of our city. More than that, Shafiq Shah's career shows us what it means to live somewhere that is progressive, tolerant, mindful of local need, yet above all, ever warm in its welcome. So Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Lord Lieutenant, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, colleagues, graduands, it gives me great pleasure to invite the Vice-Chancellor to confer the degree of Honorary Doctor of Birmingham City University, honoris causa, on Shafiq Shah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as Vice-Chancellor, I exercise the authority of the University's Academic Board and confer the award of Doctor of the University honoris causa on Councillor Shafiq Shah. And I invite you, Pro-Chancellor, to present the commemorative medal. And now that we have found the medal, that completes the conferment of the award of Doctor of the University honoris causa, and I now invite Councillor Shah to address the congregation.
Thank you so much. I now feel very important that I've got a degree from BCU, so thank you. Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Lord Lieutenant, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates, family and friends. Before I begin my long and winding speech, I hope you will indulge me and allow me to mention that although you, the ones that have put the works into obtaining your degrees, it's all those unsung heroes behind the scenes that have supported you, helped you to this exciting day. Parents, grandparents, family, friends, and significant others who have without judgment listened to you when you have moaned about life. And I must mention your lecturers who have grown old and grey while imparting their knowledge onto you. So let's give them a huge round of applause. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to Birmingham City University for conferring this honour on me. I'm delighted to be here today, to have the privilege of sharing with you this significant occasion. Words are certainly not enough to express my deep and genuine appreciation to Birmingham City University for honouring me today in such a significant way. And although I cannot in any way say I deserve such an honour, regardless what has been said about me, I still feel humbled in your presence to gratefully receive such an accolade. When I was privileged to be the Chancellor of this university, it never occurred to me as I presented certificates to nervous graduates, that one day I'll be standing here as a nervous recipient myself. It is also a privilege to have been followed as a Chancellor by great comedian Sir Lenny Henry. My heritage is to have been born into immigrant family that came to United Kingdom and settled here in Birmingham. I grew up in Bowser Green and Smallheath. Some of you may be familiar with Smallheath. It's a home for many diverse communities. Birmingham, as we know, is a very diverse city, and for many years people from all over the world have been coming here to make a better life for themselves and their families to follow. Here we've got people from different backgrounds, different religions, living and working together. And it's a place where people don't just tolerate each other, but build friendship, families, and business across communities. And Birmingham City University is a reflection of all that is great in our city of Birmingham. And I'm proud to be Brummie, I'm now very proud to be a member of this great university. I'm blessed with a family that have given me love and encouragement. I'd like to thank my mum and dad for giving me a sense of self-worth and belief. And I'm very proud that they are here today, along with my brothers and my children. And of course, I must mention my wife. Thank you for putting up with me and standing by me through thick and thin. And as I look out towards you new graduates, I'm sure the sacrifices that you have made to bring you to this point in your life. Long hours in lecture theatres, even longer hours of study after lectures. You missed family events to complete an essay. And often you might have to say no to your friend when you really wanted to say yes. But if I know anything about students, I'm sure you will agree with me that you also had fun too. In the days to come, you will appreciate the sacrifice was worth it. And some of you may decide that you still have the energy to seek higher academic achievement. I'm also sure that as you go into this changing and challenging world, that you will use your gift education to benefit others. I became a politician because I wanted to change things, to fight the inequalities that exist. And when I was fortunate enough to become the Lord Mayor of Birmingham, my theme during the office was young people in education. I firmly believe that education is a tool to delivering fairness. Ignorance stifles positive change, and education is a beacon of light that brightens the path of a positive future. I would encourage all of you, in whatever future you are seeking, to approach it with passion, honesty, and integrity, and be true to yourself, and make your mark on the world, but not at the cost of others. There's a quote that if you can visualize it, you can actualize it. For your dreams to come true, you must believe in yourself and often work with others to make them happen. The challenges of climate change and ever-increasing of influence in our daily lives of artificial intelligence are things that you as a new graduate must deal with. But you must also cope with mundane things in life such as finding a job, somewhere to live, and of course, pay back your student loans. Today is your day, a day to enjoy with family and friends, a day off from realities of life, and a day to celebrate your success. Tomorrow is keenly waiting in the wings to present you all its challenges. I would like to offer you my congratulations with my sincere hope that your tomorrows will be as you hope them to be. I wish you every success for the future. And finally, I would also like to wish the university and its staff continued success in the years to come. And for those of you still awake, I've come to the end. Thank you.
I now invite Professor Ian Blair to continue the presentation of award holders from the faculty.
I now invite Simon Spencer to the lectern to continue the presentation of award holders from the School of Education and Social Work.
Bachelor of Arts with honours in primary education with qualified teacher status, Muna Abdi. Natalie Adams. Ope Afwape. Anissa Ahmed. Holly Alsop. Mohammed Atif. Maria Azim. Megan Baker. Francois Baptiste. Megan Barnes. Olivia Bailey. Rhiannon Bailey. Saima Begum. Elizabeth Bird. Daljinder Beering. Elizabeth Bourne. Samuel Bowden. Ruby Brown. Sarah Bullymore. Xander Butterworth. Frederick Castledine. Manpreet Shagar. Tasnia Chowdhury. Zara Chowdhury. Matthew Clark. Ashley Cockrell. Laura Cook. Megan Coopy. Abigail Couchman. Bethany Cowie. Francine Cosetto. Lucy Crawford. Emma Deary. Alana Duffin. Abigail Edmonds. Victoria Elsden. Gwen Ann Evans. Holly Facer. Antoinette Farquharson. Sabia Fatima. Hassan Ali Fazu. Amy Franklin. Catherine Gamlan. Alana Gauntlet. Emily Gay. Bethany Gorringe. Connor Grafton. Hannah Griffin. Patrick Hamilton Neto. Sarah Harvey. Jessica Haynes. Sharonjit Hare. Bethan Hayward. Laura Hill. Thomas Hill. Phoebe Hurst. Chloe Hood. Megan Howard. Courtney Hughes. Kelsey Hughes. Salma Hussain, Sakina Ithe, Sidra Jawad, Emma Jessen, Catherine Jones, Denver Jones, Haseen Kelsey, Kathleen Kane, Simran Kang, Natasha Karen, Hafsa Khalid, Danielle Khan, Benjamin King, Reese King, Asha Kingjig, Archie Knight, Misbah Kamal, Karina Couture, Katie Lackey, Nathan LaRose, Emma Lilly, Ellie Mae Lippett, Maria Lokat, Anissa Mahmood, Safa Malek, Hannah Malik, Ryan Manning, Amina Mariam, Philip McCarhill, Scott McKenzie, Megan McNally, Esther Maroy, Radia Mir, Rebecca Moore, Emily Morin, Chloe Nolan, Bethany Nutt, Francis O'Neill, Connor O'Toole, Diana Obad, Natasha Payano, Alice Palmer, Elizabeth Parsons, Alia Parveen, Emily Payne, Charlotte Perkins, Lauren Pike, Lara Poilblanc, Krupa Rajpara, Charlotte Ralph, Bobby Simone Reed, Sophie Reynolds, Chloe Richards Farrell, Jamie Round, Chloe Rowbottom, Naira Shazada, Maria Sharif, Jessica Smith, Lauren Smith, Lauren Smith, Laurie Smith-Keatley, Sarah Sparks, Andrew Steventon, Chloe Sterling, Georgia Stonehouse, Eamon Sutherland, Laura Topless, Georgia Travers, Ellie Troman, Abby Tudor, Catherine Warren, Chantel Wheeler, Megan Williams, Leah Winwood, Lauren Wetton, Millie Wild, Amy Young, Hafsa Zaman, Bachelor of Science with Honours in Social Work, Winifred Afram, Mobilaje Anisher, Islam, Alicia Bailey, Olivia Jade Bain, Serafina Bancole, Alice Barton, Emma Bentley, Lucy Bishawu, Michaela Brown, Shastil Butler, Lewis Caroline, Kaylee Cope, Joseph Cox, Alia Crooks, Kira Cummings, Natalie Denny, Fikayo Orinoso, Sarah Fleet, Kaylee Ford, Renee Freer, Lauren Hill, Shanice Howell, Safia Hussein, Halima Kauza, Abdul Khan, Lindsay Kalisima, Hannah Longman, Megan Macy, Victoria McCann, Fariel Mumtaz, Susan O'Shea, Sherelle Prescott, Safia Ravat, Amy Rigby, Bethany Sage, Sophia Stitch, Ian Thomas, Alison Walker, Faye West, Danielle Withy, Keely Yaffe, Diploma of Education and Training in Post-Compulsory Education and Training, Ebony Dern. This completes the presentation of awards to graduates from the School of Education and Social Work.
And this completes the second presentation of awards to graduates from the Faculty of Health, Education and Life Sciences. I now invite Ian Thomas, who has graduated with a Bachelor of Science with Honours Social Work this afternoon, to address the congregation.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Just going to have Oh, wow. It's a big turnout, isn't it? Okay. I didn't know that dressing up like this was a 700-year-old tradition. It's quite cool to be part of history, and if I didn't know any better, I'd probably think I just shook the hand of a pirate. I really like your outfit. I think that's my favourite. Thank you. Childhood dream fulfilled. Okay, so good afternoon. It's a great honour to be here today and to be asked to speak to you. It's a special day for me and my family, as I'm sure it is for so many of you here today. I'd like to begin by thanking our Vice-Chancellor and other academic colleagues for giving up their time today to join us to celebrate our academic achievements. And I'd personally like to give a special thank you to David Childs, my personal tutor. And I think when I saw them all walk down like that, I thought, God, I should have took them more seriously 3 years ago, shouldn't I? Never mind. We got here, didn't we? So, So, you know, it is an honour to speak today. When I was a child, I thought that all the children got took to one side at school and was told, this is the secret for living life, but whatever you do, don't tell Ian. I thought there was this class, this book, this lesson, that something that would make it all make sense, because they knew how to play, how to act, how to interact. They just seemed to know what to do, and I was a complete loss. And I now know that I had a predisposition within myself that I projected onto the world around me. And also at primary school, there was a school teacher would give pupils a book to take home each week. And the idea was, as you kind of moved along the shelf where the books were, your reading improved because the books were getting more and more complex. And you know, and I don't remember anyone reading the book at home with me, and therefore my reading didn't improve. And eventually, by the age of 15, I was expelled from my third primary school, with a letter being sent home saying Ian is a danger to himself and those around him. So eventually, by the time I was 18, I read my first book. It was a book called A Condemned Man, The Last Days of a Condemned Man by Victor Hugo. It's a really good read. And I was actually in Portland Young Offenders Institution when I read it. And it was at this point I realised that literature could have a profound impact on my personal consciousness and understanding of the world. However, this was not nurtured, and I soon forgot to learn to read and continue on my academic development. So, with such an uninspiring start to education, one might contemplate how I now stood before you, having just attained a first honours degree in social work. And now secured a place at Oxford University to undertake a Master's and a PhD. Well, I don't have time to provide a systemic analysis of the internal and external factors impacting impacting me throughout a process of academic growth and development. But the point is that I've done it. That's the point. And the point is that you have too. For we are now gifted with education, opportunity and a realisation of our own ability, which I believe is the greatest barrier to all of humanity. Because our goodness is in fact our greatness. So, as Birmingham City has done for us, we must now do for others. So, I want you to remember that what we promote is what we attract. And 700 years ago, someone thought it was a good idea for us lot to dress up like this. God knows what's going to happen in 700 years from now. But I want to be ambitious about that, and I want to choose that the decisions we make today, can impact that as well. And that's why I say that what we promote is in fact what we will attract. And we have a shared responsibility. And I think that rather than tell people what to think, we shall support people in how to think. We won't dictate to others, but get alongside them in the spirit of equality and humility. And we won't give people a voice. We'll listen to the voice that they already have. And above all, we will not forget that our humanity are the ties that bind us together. And as long as the ties that bind us together are stronger than those that would tear us apart, all will be well. So, as we set out on our next stage of our lives, we are individuals with our own distinct ambitions. But we are also united in the class of 2019, a permanent part of our university's history. Congratulations to you all. I now invite the Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony. Thank you.
I declare this congregation closed. We should be grateful if guests could stand while the stage processions now leave the hall, please.